You looking at some that they got it out the mud, baby. Got it out the mud, baby. We some mud babies, mud babies.
What's happening, YouTube? Let's get right into this. So where do I begin with this topic, right? This situation that's at hand right now. The rapper, the individual out of Southern California that goes by Bozo. He just did a podcast run for dropping a new album that he has about to release very soon. And you guys know what that means. You guys know what that means. You guys been following me for a while now. So you guys know every time Bozo drops a new album, what does he do? What does he do? Let me know in the comments. I tell you, bro, if you don't know by now, he tends to disrespect individuals from the North. That's how he gets his record sales. You know, the 5 people that buy his album, that's how he gets it. The 10 people that listen to it on YouTube, that's how he gets those plays. You feel me? That's how he gets those plays, bro. No one is looking for a Bozo album. Now, he talks about a time where he was on Sierra Yard, a level 2 yard in Susanville, California. CCC, California Correctional Center. Now, let me tell you, bro. He said something about they made the Northerners keep their shirts on. And he's talking about a time just recently where he paroled just recently, I believe 2015 or something. He paroled 16, 17, I don't know. And if he paroled any time after 2000, I believe 16 or 17 from a level 2, my guy, you got some explaining to do. You know what I'm saying? You got some explaining to do if you paroled from a lower level yard after 2016, 2017, around that time frame. You paroled from a lower level yard, homie. We might have to see your 128G. But I do believe he paroled before that and he was on the active yard. Now, the reason why I say I believe so, because I recall this situation that he's talking about, bro. It, in fact, did happen. But it didn't happen the way he's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's Bozo. He's going to put extras on it. This is the same dude that said he was getting ready to parole and that, you know what I'm saying, he was already in R&R. He had his dress outs on. He was 15 minutes away from release and he took off on 20 Northerners because he's a super Surenos. This is that same guy. Talking about he did 30 years in Pelican Bay shoe but paroled from a level 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. Let me tell you what I remember from this situation because I paroled from Susanville Lassen Yard level 3. And I can assure you that Bozo definitely wasn't on the level 3 yard where I was. And if he was definitely not no one of importance. Because we knew of all the Surenos who was of importance on that yard. And it definitely wasn't Bozo. Now, the situation that took place on Sierra Yard level 2 where Bozo was is that a Norteño had Scrap Killer on his chest, blasted, right? He had this big old tattoo that says Scrap Killer blasted across his chest. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just letting you guys know what he had tattooed on him. Now, and the Southsiders approached the Northerners who were of importance and got at them. Was like, the dude, your homie that has that on his chest is disrespectful to us. And we feel like he should keep his shirt on out of respect to all the Southsiders here on this yard. The Northerners, of course, denied this request and simply told him it ain't happening. We can handle it accordingly. The Southsiders said, all right, homie. And they went their separate ways. The Norteños took a defensive stance, got ready, dug up their pieces, and got ready for war. And that's just what happened. Now, the short version of it is the Southsiders seen this, expected the Norteños just to roll over and agree with whatever they said. And once they seen the Norteños were ready for war, they stood down and backed off what they was talking about. And then nothing happened. That's true. But the long version of it is the Southsiders were actually waiting for the green light, the go-ahead to do something, but they got the red light instead. Somebody came to the yard or they got the call, whatever it was, and they said, stand the fuck down. You guys are not about to blow up this yard over a fucking tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever took place, homie, at the end of the day, the Southsiders didn't do nothing. They tried to press an issue when the Norteños took a defensive stance and got ready for war. they backed up. Some would say, well, it's because the big homies said we weren't supposed to do anything. Or some may look at it as like the big homies evaluated the situation like, hey, when you guys approached the Nortenos about it, what was their stance? Well, they took a defensive stance and got ready for guerra. And the big homie probably evaluated the situation, was like, no, what? It's not worth it. Stand down. Either way, nothing happened. And how do I know about all this? Like I said, I was on Lassen Yard, the level 3. Word got back to us, and if it was going to pop off on the 2, we were going to pop it off on the 3. And those are facts, homie. It's not sugar-coated. It's not elevated to make one side look better. It's just the truth. It is what it is. Bozo over there telling bullshit lies like always, trying to make one side look better than the other, but he ain't coming with the real facts. Like, keep it real. You guys try to press an issue, and when the issue got pressed back on y'all, you stood down. Whether it was an OG call that was made, or whether it was, oh shit, we didn't expect the Nortenos to be this, you feel me, to stand on business, or whatever it was, it is what it is. Tell the truth. Bozo is always going to get on the internet and spin a narrative which best fits him. Now, if there was some truth to what he said, that we made the Northerners keep their shirts on, I would have probably came on here and been like, you know what, yeah, the homies went out. You feel me? They fucked up. Suckers. You know what I'm saying? Most likely are probably no good now. But that's not what happened, homie. And that's why I got to get on here and set the record straight, because if I didn't, you would have a bunch of people believing this clown and all the lies that he says. Straight J-Cat. You know what I'm saying? That's J-Cat shit, bro. You feel me? That's like pillow talking to a bitch, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's pillow talking to a bitch. You know, you get them dudes, bro, that like to sweet talk a bitch in the ear and lies about the homies. You feel me? Lies about shit that ain't even true. Like, yeah, I don't even know why you still text that nigga. You know he done ran from the homies, and the homies got pressed him at the bar, and that fool back down. He's a lever. I don't know why you text him. Just so you can try to get at this girl, knowing damn well everything you saying ain't true, knowing damn well your homies didn't punk this fool at the bar or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just making a whole bunch of shit up on this man's name just so you can get at this bitch. Like, that's like what Bozo does on the internet for y'all. He makes a bunch of shit up just so he can gain your fan base. He makes a bunch of shit up and goes on these podcasts and tells a bunch of lies just so he can gain your fan base. That's what it is, homie. He's pillow talking to y'all. He's treating y'all like a bitch and buttering y'all up like a goddamn Church's chicken biscuit, man. Come on now. Y'all gotta see through this bullshit. Comment down below if any of you guys recall this actual situation, because I know I'm not the only one that was there. Or if you were on Sierra Yard, like I said, I was on Lassen. If you were on Sierra, the level 2, let me know. Comment, confirm. You feel me? Let us know. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gone.